Welcome back to the Countryside News. Well, I hope you got your deer this gun season, and if you did, I'm pretty sure that you're washing up and packing away your blaze orange clothes. You might even be asked to bring out the Christmas decorations while you're packing things away. Well, our small towns were busy the past couple weeks putting up their street decorations. The next time you're out driving around, take notice of what your town puts up. Our town has a display of the Star of David, and it alternates with the angels blowing the trumpet. It's really a pretty sight when you come driving into town. Now, our town's only about 3 blocks long, so you have to enjoy it quickly and don't blink. We don't even have a red light in our little town, and it sounds like heaven, doesn't it? Well, one of the towns nearby us is only 2 blocks long. And the residents decided they wanted to put up a town tree. A few years ago, they didn't really have a tree, so one of the residents decided they would donate their 8-foot balsam fir in the front yard. Well, a couple days later, I was going through the town and I saw a sign up in the very tiny general store, and it was asking everyone to save the bottoms from their coffee cans. Well, the children, possibly in a church or even a 4-H group, I don't know, they got together and they painted on those metal can bottoms. They painted stars and snowflakes, candy canes and the like. And then they were hung up on the tree with twine. So I wish I could have been there to watch all that. But when you come through that little town at night and your car headlights shine on that tree, it's a really pretty thing, plain as it is though. Well, if you don't mind staying up late at night or being out in the cold, you can occasionally view nature's own great spectacular lights called the Aurora Borealis, or simply the Northern Lights. And I wanted to read a tiny section out of the 2014 Farmer's Almanac that talks about this. Well, I've marked the pages in here. Here we go. This is the 2014 Farmer's Almanac. And this article was written by Dennis Mamana. And he states, the Eskimos believe the lights to be playful spirits of the departed. The Norse believed the lights were glinting off the armor of Valkyrie warriors. And the Chinese imagined that it was twisting a snake-like forms as a celestial serpent. Now here's how the Northern Lights are made, what happens up there. They're an aurora of the sun, the bursts of electrical charged particles that it emits during a coronal mass ejection, or a CME. The particles are captured in the Earth's atmosphere, causing a geometric storm over the north and the south magnetic poles. The particles slam into the oxygen and the nitrogen, and that's what makes them glow. Well, the article also goes on, and I didn't know it, but the southern hemisphere has a borealis that they call the Aurora Australis in the southern hemisphere. And there's been a myth that you had to live in the northern states or the northern countries to see the Northern Lights, but as I was reading, I found that it's not so. Dennis Mamana goes on to say, in recent years, the auroras have painted the heavens as far south as Florida, Texas, Arizona, and even Southern California. So keep an eye out these nights here, and I'm sure there's websites you can go to see when they'll be on display. And I think they're more spectacular than our own Christmas lights. Well, now for all the news that isn't news. Remember the 348-pound pumpkins that the Hamilton family donated to the school? Well, Mr. Jeffers, the FFA advisor over there, did get back. He sent a text and said that there were 672 seeds in Giant Jack. The freshman egg class will be selling these seedlings next spring, so you want to watch for their ads and get you one of these seeds that's going to grow a giant pumpkin for you. In other news, the town of Muqua has set out their piles of sand and salt mix to encourage residents to keep their sidewalks safe. Saturday is the Fill Your Own Bucket Day, and the piles are usually replenished on Wednesday mornings unless the snowplows are in service. Camden is once again holding a snowman building contest in the city park. Snowmen or snowwomen should be planned so that they face the north entrance this year, and no food items are permitted, as in cookies for the eyes, carrots for the nose, or graham cracker buttons. Mr. Clark, who lives behind the park, doesn't want to deal with the snacking raccoons raising a ruckus, causing his dogs to bark till the wee morning hours. Today's sponsors of the Countryside News is Harley's Fish Shack out on Highway 13. Great Friday fish fries, terrific coleslaw too. Have any messages come in to get passed on? I'm always glad to help out with this. I see one. Oh, two. Thank you. Two messages here. Please contact St. Joseph's Church in Wyattville if you can loan a sheep or two for their live nativity scene. The hours and the contact is listed on their website. Frank, the ice augers are on sale at the hardware, but Mom doesn't know what size you need. Give her a call after she's off work today. Well, that's all the news from the countryside today. Send us your news to 123countrysidenews@gmail.com. Have a good evening.